to go.
He can still kick some ass. There's no doubt about it.
And whilst it's debatable, it has been proven in certain cases by some age-defiant veterans of the past.
And I'm proud of myself, and it's showing the world that the age 50 is not a death sentence for an athlete. You can pursue excellence as long as you want, not when people say it.
So where Mike's danger factor remains, Jake's margin for error, especially early on, is minimal.
What happens when Jake Paul gets in trouble against a real-life killer?
Additionally, the problem child is certainly not without flaws. He's faced criticism surrounding his footwork and displayed a tendency to drop his hands.
We seen you punch. Eyes closed half the time. Half your knockouts, your eyes just closed. You just throwing a haymaker. That shit ain't working on Mike Tyson, man.
So if Jake doesn't take this quite as seriously as he should, or suffers a split-second lapse of concentration, curtains on November 15th.
Actually fight that guy who finally, I know he's much older than
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards to crown a new champion. Judge Lisa Giappa sees the contest 97-93 green. Judge Jeremy Hayes sees the contest 96-94 Watpool. And Judge Jesse Reyes sees the contest 96-94, declaring your winner and the new WBO super middleweight champion of the world, Shadesha, the Sweet Terminator Green.
Heartbreak for Watpool, elation for Shadesha Green. They were as close as conjoined twins, a hotly contested fight, but Shadesha Green is the new 168-pound division. Garners the
Scott, Andrew Ward e Cedric the Entertainer, duas vezes campeão do mundo, né? O Andrew Ward, campeão olímpico também. Em português você vai ter a narração de Luiz Felipe Freitas e vai acompanhar também com os comentários do nosso tetracampeão do mundo, Acelino Popó Freitas, que daqui a pouquinho o TNT Stadium pela Kate Scott.
Outsmarting him. And his future on
Undefeated fighter, Jake Paul.
Touch him up, fight hard and clean.
Jake Paul refuses. The crowd electric. The orange and black with LED and Woodley in the white with pink.
The right hand from Jake Paul. His team told me all week, look out for the left. The left to counter him when he does it against the whole. Paul can't counter him.
Paul talks a Super Bowl.
He has lost 16 straight rounds. We want to see some aggression out of him.
Good combination by Paul. The fire was gone. Maybe this will reignite it. Here in the opening round, going to the body with a couple of right hands, and in his camp.
When you get older, about it's all the training to get.
Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. Paul refuses
things, but the higher
landscape and gets.
Yeah, no, I mean. Oh, there's a 1 in 10.
Dessa luta vai comentar também sobre a chegada do Whindersson Nunes.
Nothing is certain. It's not just about skill, grit, and the willingness to leave everything in the ring. As the world counts down to this epic showdown, one thing is certain. This fight is going to be one for the history books.
Listo, le digo.
14 depósito, deposite.
It's real.
Listo, le digo.
So many night shift. With all the stories about Tony, I wouldn't want to be there.
Tony?
Anyway, see you in the morning.
Okay.
Around the world, we are counting down to an absolute blockbuster. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. All-star.
Levy, why? He used to say to his players before all the big games in the 90s. Levy, why? He used to say to his players before all the big games in the 90s, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? And that's exactly how I feel. Honored to be a part of this dream team, and what a thrill to get to talk to the fighters after their fights and in the locker room before they make that walk. It's the best assignment in broadcast journalism, and I can't wait to kick things off. Kate?
Thank you, Ariel. Yeah, here at AT&T Stadium and on Netflix around the world, we are counting down to an absolute blockbuster. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. We've got an all-star team for you tonight at ringside as well. Legendary broadcaster Mauro Ranallo is with one of the best to ever do it. Boxing icon Roy Jones Jr., an Academy Award nominee and huge fight fan. They're the queen of boxing, ladies and gents. Rosie Perez with us as well tonight. Mauro.
All right, Kate, well, thank you very much. And yeah, like this event, the broadcast team blurs the lines of pop culture, entertainment, and sports. And as I sit here looking around at this cavernous stadium, Roy and Rosie, it is hard to believe that we are putting the real in surreal tonight. And Roy, it was 4 years ago in Los Angeles when you were the last man to share a ring with Mike Tyson in an 8-round exhibition match. What was that experience like?
It was extraordinary. You know, I was very surprised of a lot of things. I was surprised of the way that he carried himself, the way that he still could defend himself. But the most surprising part was what I expected, his power. First time he hit me, I expected it to be hard, but I was like, holy smoke, this dude still kicked like a mule. So the power really did shock me.
How does a 58-year-old Tyson match up with a 27-year-old Paul?
He just got to be smart, and the bad thing for Paul is these are 2-minute rounds, so that animal may never get a chance to tire. If Tyson doesn't tire, there's no way Paul will beat Tyson. But if he does start to tire, then that gives Paul a chance.
Rosie, you're such a big boxing fan that, in fact, in your big debut on the screen and Do the Right Thing, you were shadow boxing across the screen, doing a little dance and really representing Brooklyn well. What intrigues you most about the main event? It doesn't have to do with your fellow Brooklyn native Mike Tyson?
Oh, it sure does. It's all about Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson for me. I have to tell you, and I can't believe this man is still alive. All the trials and tribulations he went through in his life, we are seeing Mike 2.0, and I am so excited for him tonight.
And you were, of course, at the sold-out Madison Square Garden 2 years ago when Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, two warriors who warred like Hector and Achilles when they made history as the first female main event at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Taylor was able to sneak past Serrano to defend her undisputed lightweight title. Tonight, she puts the undisputed 140-pound crown on in the rematch. Serrano, a Guinness World Record holder. She's the first female to win champion. What do you expect in the
I'm hoping for a fairer decision fight, just by a slim margin. I would have been even happier with a draw. That said, I think that Amanda cannot let her foot off the gas. She did so around in the 5th round in their first encounter, and this time she cannot take anything for chance because Katie Taylor is an elite fighter, and she really rallied. And you know what? Katie Taylor's got to throw a lot more punches too in the earlier rounds.
For my money, it was the greatest female boxing match ever, period, full stop. Roy, what adjustments do they need to make in the rematch?
Well, I think both of them have to make adjustments. Katie Taylor is not really a technical adjustment. It's more about getting busier a little bit earlier. Amanda, I think Amanda got to learn how to also be economical and know when to put the foot on the gas and when not to. She did put her foot on the gas in the 5th round a little bit, but like she just said, she took it off. You got to know when to put that foot on the gas and when to take it off.
A dynamic double main event coming your way. We've got 4 fights total, including a welter.
Two hard right hands dug into the body by Mike Tyson.
The post-fight recollections, however, where Roy credits just how dangerous and switched on Mike is, even at this age, makes you question what version Jake might actually be fighting.
Do you not fear a little bit for Mike and how old he is?
No, I don't fear for Mike and how old he is. Mike's a very rugged guy. You know, when I was in there with Mike, Mike still was hard to hit, and Mike still can hit hard as hell. That's the real question. How much can Jake survive? That's the real question.
Does that get you nervous, thinking about like the fight getting closer?
It's a good nervous. It's like excited, but with a slight bit of worry, yeah.
Fortunately, Tyson versus Paul doesn't have a no knockout stipulation that we know of, and Jake Paul isn't Roy Jones.
Mike still got it, so he hits him, he's going down. You think he knocks him out over there? I don't know how nice Mike will be, but if the killer Mike goes in there, yeah, he's putting him down.
So whilst everything we've seen so far has felt relatively manufactured, the second it's not, and the moment it steps a little bit beyond the confines of entertainment, is the moment things get a lot more interesting.
You know, I have to be the mean guy in order for me to perform the way I perform. I have to have that aura.
Mike, you're jumping around, you seem to be a little anxious. I'm just ready to get it on and crush this guy's skull.
The respect is there, but Tyson won't be taken for a fool. So whether we see a genuine mean streak revival from the man who used to target his opponent's nose bone with gruesome intentions could make all the difference.
What is that feeling like when you f***ing take your fist and you f***ing pound someone till the point that they pass out?
It's like drugs.
Right.
It's like drugs. It gives you everything you want.
Yes.
But it takes back so much more in return.
Fighters are different than any other human being on earth. And the greats, the best of the best, that's who they are. That's how they're built to the core.
Mike Tyson!
Expanding on...
I can't even get mad at this guy because everybody know this guy's talking out of his...
It all seems like fun and games, right? Sure, at least for now.
Jake Paul.
But if Jake Paul does cross the line, even by an inch, this friendly setup, bubble-wrapped in fight night stipulations, could quickly devolve into chaos.
Mike Tyson is a caged animal who at any moment can explode into a murderous rage.
After all, this is the same man that took swipes at police in a post-fight melee.
It is complete bedlam, and Tyson is just taking swipes at anybody in front of him.
And lunged at his bitter rival before the biggest fight of their lives. Tyson evicting Jake Paul's soul from his body is the outcome the majority seem to be hoping for.
Mike Tyson's not losing to him. I can promise you that, Skip.
So here we look at 10 reasons that Mike could pull off the most satisfying victory in boxing history. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Jake needs these guys. Jake needs Tyson and needs all these other people because that you know, everybody's going to tune in to hope that Mike Tyson knocks him out.
Right.
They're not tuning in because they think Jake Paul's a great fighter and they want to see him compete. Jake fought a guy who was his age and who was also considered a boxer, and he lost.
So far, Jake of retired MMA fighters and non-boxers. Albeit marginally in February last year, Tommy Fury showed the difference.
It's all a joke. I'm ending you February 26th, and you already know it.
In the dressing rooms. I want clean fight, okay? Touch glove, good luck.
Cautious of any return fire, Jake found himself excessively hugging, clinching, and a lot more hesitant at range.
Who did he knock out? Little children. He didn't knock out Tommy Fury.
Tyson has spent a career in this position, being clung onto for dear life by fearful opponents.
He's not listening to Rivera at all. He's just going to continue to hold until he just physically forces him out. Can't say I blame him.
He will cut angles on the inside a lot more effectively than Fury. And if you put Mike in Tommy's place for that flurry at the end of round 1, things probably end a lot differently.
It's a good left hand as well that comes through. The first meaningful shots of the fight landed right at the end of the round.
I don't know, I feel like that's kind of disrespectful of Jake though. He said he want to be a real boxer, but he's challenging these retired fighters, or this is like the first real boxer he really fought. Tommy Fury don't really count.
I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
When Jake's brother fought Floyd Mayweather back in 2021, he was surprised at all the subtle intricacies and veteran moves that kept Floyd one step ahead.
He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths.
Mid-fight game changers, some barely noticeable that you can't really prepare for.
In my head, I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is like one of those old school boxing tricks that you like hear about. And I missed the breath. I got up. Whoa, that was crazy. And I'm sure he's got 1,000 of those up his sleeve.
We're getting to see strange things happen in boxing.
As another elite level operator, Mike has seen it all before against bigger, stronger, and more dangerous men. So whether it's some of those questionable tactics on the inside, or whether it's an ability to throw off Jake's game plan and make him fight scared, it's almost certain that Tyson will have a trick or two up his sleeve.
It's all about the experience of being in the ring, fighting. It's all about getting comfortable with the ring. That's what experience is about.
There's nothing to lose for Tyson. If he wins, like, people are going to thank him. Thank you for ending this charade, they're going to say.
The strongest I've ever seen you. Yeah, the strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13.
We've heard it a million times that power is the last thing to go.
He can still kick some ass. There's no doubt about it.
And whilst it's debatable, it has been proven in certain cases by some age-defiant veterans of the past.
And I'm proud of myself, and it's showing the world that the age 50 is not a death sentence for an athlete. You can pursue excellence as long as you want, not when people say it.
So where Mike's danger factor remains, Jake's margin for error, especially early on, is minimal.
What happens when Jake Paul gets in trouble against a real-life killer?
Additionally, the problem child is certainly not without flaws. He's faced criticism surrounding his footwork and displayed a tendency to drop his hands.
We've seen you punch. Eyes closed half the time. Half your knockouts, your eyes just closed. You just throwing a haymaker. That shit ain't working on Mike Tyson, man.
So if Jake doesn't take this quite as seriously as he should, or suffers a split-second lapse of concentration, it's curtains on November 15th.
I actually fight that guy who finally, I know he's much older than him, but is naturally the bigger guy.
In his move up to heavyweight, Jake will be coming in 20 pounds heavier than usual.
And I'm only growing. You know, like I think I'll get up to 240 and then probably cut down so I'm like way faster.
The 220-pound version won't look as ripped and won't be as mobile as the man who faced Mike Perry. And whilst his punches will undoubtedly carry a little more thud, the power doesn't often follow fighters upwards quite as dramatically as they expect.
And Jake Paul is about 200 pounds. You got about 20-pound
Are you kidding me? He's only 200? Oh, gee. This is worse than I thought.
That was his last fight.
First on the scales, the most famous athlete in the world, Mike Tyson.
Weight-wise, Tyson will be roughly the same. but his body is used to maneuvering at this weight and used to handling far bigger and stronger frames than Jake's.
But the first thing I notice is he's built like a beast man. He just looked like he weighs 300 pounds, but he's short, but he's tall. He's like a giant wolf.
The body work of Tyson.
Another factor that aids the older, more experienced fighter is timing.
Well, the old Tyson's not completely gone, is he? He bites the glove and comes around with an overhand right.
Punch resistance, speed, and reflexes certainly won't favor the 58-year-old, but crafty veterans are able to predict movements, force mistakes, and capitalize.
You know, he's been in there with the best. He knows what it takes, and Jake Paul he's too inexperienced. I think Mike Tyson is going to catch him and stop him.
So even if Jake carries his weight well and comes in razor sharp, Tyson will make his own moments count.
He has the size to cause. Oh, there he's punch in the fight with Tyson.
He still has that where he can weave, he can things to give himself the possibility to unload a bomb on your chin and get you out of there.
Mike's always been one of the best students of the game since his tutelage under Cus D'Amato. So with a built-in calmness and a pressure, he'll his feet.
Hey, let me just be honest, he's improved.
It's devastating shots to Roy's body. Again, I was living the 1980s through this 50-year-old Mike Tyson. I wasn't able to be around at that time, so this is my opportunity to live that now.
When Mike fought Roy Jones back in 2020, a no-knockout clause left a lot of people underwhelmed.
I really wanted the old Tyson that he's like, I haven't slept with my wife in a year. He goes, I don't care if I live or die. That's the Tyson I wanted to see. I wanted to see him to be ferocious.
The muscle memory was evident for both, but many felt that Mike could have ended it whenever he wanted.
You don't see it, bro. It's not activate. Let it fight. Oh. Hold on. Woo. Hold on, he getting tagged low key. Hold on. I'll proceed.
He look like Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone.
My mama car.
Match found.
I am the beginning. I am the end.
Okay, mia familia. Leave the fireworks to me. Should be plenty loud for you to have some fun.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted. Target spotted. A.
player standing.
Reyna, time to hunt.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Target spotted B. For you. Multiple enemies B. One dead. Multiple targets B.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy spotted B.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Cover going out.
Var försiktig. The battlefield changes with every play.
Reloading. Reloading.
Shadows traveling.
Grenade!
Careful.
Cover going out.
Careful. Careful.
Spike planted.
Cover going out.
Enemy spotted A. Ouch! Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
Combat is a means to an end. And we are the means.
I will not be beaten.
Shadows traveling.
Grenade!
Shadows traveling.
Okay.
Careful.
Precision kill. My ult's ready.
Cover going out.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Still in sight.
They don't have a single life worth saving.
Shadows traveling.
Sensor down.
Shadows traveling. Careful. Here.
Spike down A. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Prepare for hellfire!
Gear up, stay safe. We're going back in. Reloading. Reloading.
Cower. Run. Cover going out.
It's you and me.
Cover going out. To dust.
Phoenix killed.
No more.
No surprises.
Here.
Kia,
Spike planted.
over there.
Shadows traveling. No.
Enemy spotted.
One enemy remaining.
Cutting their vision.
Barrier created. This is our home. Now let's turn this around. Ut på tur, aldri sur.
Shadows traveling.
You want to play? Let's play.
Cover going out. Here. Cover going out.
Spike planted.
Rest.
Their death demands our attention.
Let's make some chaos.
Shadows traveling.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Spike down A.
Many enemies A.
Last player standing.
No escape. What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Can someone get this? Can someone get this?
Cover going out. Cover going out.
Spike planted.
Eliminated.
One enemy remaining.
Well. Enemy
Shadows traveling.
Reloading.
They have no right to do.
Reloading.
I'll make them remember. They're only human.
Embarrass them.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
Here goes the party! See ya!
Satchel out.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
We cannot let them unweave our world. Let them try to get through me.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling. Careful.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Last player planted. Flawless. Last round in the half.
Spend everything. We keep nothing. Gun here.
Can someone get this?
Gun here. Gun here.
You want to play? Let's play.
Cover going out.
It's you and me.
Grenade!
Pull them to their grave.
Blinding.
Reeling them in. Target is chained. Multiple targets me.
You will not kill my ally!
Watch them run.
One enemy remaining. Flawless. Switching sides.
Their lives are so meaningless. Might as well give them to me.
Here.
We set the tempo, not them.
Shadows traveling. Shadows traveling.
Grenade!
Enemy spotted B.
Battle out. Enemy spotted B.
Here.
Finish.
Cover going out.
Light planted. Barrier deployed.
Here.
Target spotted B.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Shadows traveling.
They're just batteries. And I need a recharge.
Go on my mark. Go on my mark. Cover going out.
On my mark.
On my mark.
Cover going out.
There.
Sound sensor up. Blocking movement. Sensor tripped. One less. Be at peace.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Wall raised. No charges left.
symphony of death. Don't worry, you get used to it.
Spike here. Go on my mark.
We are Valorant. We are fighters.
Go on my mark.
Let's make them dance.
Grenade!
Careful.
Enemy spot.
My ult's ready.
Spike down B.
Joke's over! You're
out.
dead!
Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining.
I don't die so easily.
No one beats my firepower. I got this.
Watching here.
No heroics. Follow protocol.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out. Careful.
Grenade! Colorful kill.
Enemy spotted.
Satchel out.
I have
Reloading. No escape. Enemy removed.
Last player standing.
I have the spike.
Spike down B.
You.
30 seconds left.
Spike planted. Wall raised.
They want to dance?
Can someone get this?
Here.
For you, Hermanita.
Cover going out.
Grenade!
You want to play? Let's play.
Shadows traveling. Still in sight.
Reloading.
Blocking movement. Spike planted. Enemy down.
One enemy remaining.
Your duty is not over. Throwing net.
Let go now.
Last player standing.
Last enemy taken out.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that.
Snuff them out.
How you feeling? Drake put a 250,000 on. John Jones fight too?
When?
Tomorrow?
Oh, if he does, I would love to watch that. Who's he fight?
I don't know. Oh, he fights tomorrow.
Chad, who's he fighting? Yo, he's fighting Stipe? Yo, that's a big fight, bro. Yo, we have to watch that fight. I don't know if you care about UFC, though. Chad, is that the biggest fight of the year for UFC? That might be.